In the Warring States period of ancient China, there was a nobleman named Zihan from the state of Song. One day, someone presented him with a precious jade as a gift. Zihan, however, refused to accept it. He said that although the jade was a treasure in the eyes of the giver, he considered integrity and freedom from greed as his own treasure. He believed that holding on to his moral values was more important than owning material wealth. By declining the gift, Zihan upheld his ethical principles and demonstrated strong moral character. The story teaches that true wealth lies in virtue, not possessions, and that one's integrity is more valuable than any physical treasure. The Mountain Keeper. In a quiet land nestled between misty hills and silver rivers, there lived an old man named Elian. He was the keeper of the mountain sanctuary, a place where the winds whispered wisdom and the stones held secrets of ages past. Generations had come and gone, yet Elian remained, tending the land not with ownership but with reverence. One autumn, a caravan of merchants arrived at the mountain's base. Among them was a young prince, proud and adorned in silks woven with gold. Word had reached him that Elian possessed no riches, no title, and yet was revered by people far and wide. The prince, intrigued and skeptical, decided to meet the man whose name carried weight without wealth. He climbed the winding path and found Elian watering a grove of cedar saplings. The prince presented him with a gift, a radiant jewel, flawless and rare, set in a crown of ivory. This, the prince declared, is the price of loyalty in courts and the weight of respect in kingdoms. Take it and join me. Be the voice of my counsel, the keeper of my virtue. Elian looked at the jewel, its light dancing in the morning sun, and then at the saplings he had planted, still tender and trembling in the breeze. I thank you, Elian said, for the generosity you bring. But allow me to offer a gift in return. He handed the prince a single seed. This seed, Elian continued, knows nothing of gold or praise. It asks for no reward, only care and time. But in return, it offers shade for travelers, fruit for the hungry, and shelter for birds. It gives without taking. The prince frowned. Are you comparing a seed to a jewel? No, said Elian. I'm comparing what we choose to value. You value what dazzles. I value what endures. You offer a crown. I offer a legacy. The prince was silent. Elian placed the seed in the prince's hand. There are treasures that shine and treasures that root. One feeds the eyes. The other feeds the soul. Choose what you wish to carry. Years passed. The prince returned to his kingdom, the seed planted in the heart of his gardens. He never wore the jewel again. In time, his people came to know him not for the crown he wore, but for the trees that grew under his care. Silent witnesses to a wisdom planted not in soil, but in spirit. And the mountain remained as it always had, watched over by a keeper who chose to be rich in something the world could never steal.